Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by George Liddard, the Billericay Bomber himself. George, it's fight week, mate.
I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it now. You know, all the hard work's been done. Now it's the fun part. So I'm excited.
Definitely, mate. Looking forward to it. I mean, change of opponent. I mean, because if you weren't a fan of the Grant Dennis fight, you're going to be a fan of this one. Is it? It's not S.A. Smith. That's not his first name, is it? Is it Stephen?
Samuel. I think I see him tagged. I think it's Samuel, but yeah, S.A. Smith, as far as I'm aware. Either way, whatever his name is, you know, same results. So.
Definitely looking forward to being in the Brentwood Centre on Saturday. So, what do you know about S.A. Smith going into this fight? Obviously, 3-0-1, but he has fought some undefeated lads on the way.
Yeah, look, he's been in with Alfie Gaskin. I think he was 2-0, 3-0 when he boxed him, and he took that fight very early on. Drew with River Wilson Bent, who, as we know, experienced fighter. I don't think he's been in with anyone like me. Definitely not been in with anyone like me. Someone that can punch like I can. Someone that has the range of shots that I have. Someone as fast as me. He hasn't been in with anyone like me. Listen, it's all good. The fighters he has been in. He's shown a bit of heart, and he's tough. I've seen him take a few good shots, and they say he can punch a bit, but who's he been in with? I'm really not concerned. He's got an awkward style, but at the end of the day, talent. I got talent. I work hard. There's no way he's beating me on fight night. I'll do whatever I have to do to win, and I'm going to look good doing it. So.
Look forward to being there, and thank you for the tickets as well. By the way, Father's Day present secured, so that was good. That was good as well. I mean, yeah. Let's talk about it. Brentwood Centre, co-main event to the main event in your stablemate Jimmy Sains as well, mate. But this is a massive opportunity for you to perform, I think, live on the stomping ground. So shout out Charlie Parsons and Oscar Bevis as well. So yeah, stream that massive platform for yourself and Jimmy on Saturday. Yeah,
so I didn't actually know people could watch at home. I had a few people asking me. I didn't know the answer to it, but yeah, as you just heard there, you can watch it on the stomping ground. Good friend of mine, Parsons, actually. So yeah, that's great. Good platform, I got a lot of local people making their way down. A good few hundred there. So Jimmy's got loads there as well. He sells a good ticket. So we're gonna have a massive support there. Saturday night, and they're gonna raise the roof. My people are loud. You would have heard them in Leeds, and there was only 80 of them there. So I dread to think what it's gonna be like with a few hundred of them there. And Jimmy's lot as well. Obviously, we'll be supporting each other. So yeah, it's gonna be one loud night. Let's put it that way.
Definitely. When I get my post-fight interview, just make sure you tone down the volume, just so we can hear George. Come on, that's what we want. But let's talk about Leeds. I mean, before we get into the fight itself, you always say to me, Regan, I haven't sold too many tickets for these shows, but my fans are just loud. I mean, they were cheering for as long as it lasted in Leeds, but your fans are so good, aren't they, mate?
They are, and I appreciate every single one of them. I made a long trip up to Leeds. A good 4-hour drive. So. I appreciate you all, and the people that can't buy tickets, can't be there. I appreciate you too, everyone supporting me along the way. It means the world to me. So, I look forward to seeing you all there at Brentwood. And yeah, make some noise. Make sure you make some noise. Just a loud bunch, aren't we? The Billericay Massive. So.
Can't be a night out in Billericay, mate. Let's talk about Graham McCormack, the win. I mean, I was saying to you, he was talking quite a good game. I mean, and with all the Irish media as well, headed into that fight, but. Yeah, I think the fight lasted as long as one of his interviews, to be fair. But a great first round knockout for yourself, and yeah, I think the knockout's doing a fair few views on socials as well.
Yeah, look, I didn't really see any of it before. I see a few clips after pop up, funnily enough. So yeah, listen, he was confident, as every fighter should be. You shouldn't take a fight if you don't think you have a good chance. So yeah, he come to have a go. He really did come to have a go. I heard that he'd been at a nutritionist and he was in one of the best shapes he's been in. So, there's no excuses on his side, which I respect. I know he did obviously give me credit. I was a good fighter. He knew I was a good fighter. So, he left no stone unturned, and he wanted to come, cause an upset. But, when they come to fight like that, I genuinely believe that's when you see the best of me. I'm not here to have a journeyman running in front of me, running away all night. I want to be in these fights, these tough fights. I say tough fights. It didn't last very long, but. Look, I caught him with a good shot early, and I knew that if I left him in there for long, he might start having a go. So just had to break his heart early, really, and just stick it on him, and that's what I did, and it worked to a T.
It definitely did, mate, as well. I was just saying to Jimmy there, kind of, when you have these fighters, when they're G'd up for the fight, they're motivated for the fight. I mean, you only have to look at kind of Bas Osterweigel, no backward step, all forward, all front forward, kind of. that's when we see the best of George Liddard. When those fighters they come to win, they're motivated. That's when we see the best of you.
100%. You know, you leave your chin exposed. When you're trying to take my head off, I'm there waiting for that little gap, and I'll take yours off. You know what I mean? So all credit to Bass. Listen, couldn't take his head off. He had a bloody granite chin. Who knows over 10 rounds? You know what I mean? There was a lot of punishment in those 6 rounds, and I dread to think how he felt the next morning. But on tough man. And listen, I'm expecting no different from this guy. He's going to come in there. He knows I'm a better boxer than him. I've got the amateur pedigree. He hasn't. He knows I'm a better boxer than him. He knows I'm sharper. He knows I'm going to be, have all the attributes. But he's got heart, and he's going to come to try and, put it on me. And listen, I'm all welcoming for it. I love a fight. I love a tear up. If he wants one, he can get one. So let's have it.
You should be your own promoter later on in your career, George. I mean, shout out to Eddie, but you're doing a good job of selling this one, mate. Let's talk about, the new addition to the Matchroom Gym stable, Mark Dickinson as well. Another middleweight in the team. I can't see if he's looking over because there's a massive heavy bag in the way. But great to have Mark in the team. Even more in-house sparring.
Yeah, he's all right, isn't he? You know what I mean? No, I'm joking. Listen, he's a great addition to the team. He really seems like he's learning a lot, to be fair. He's only been here a short period of time, but I think Tony's really having a good impact on his style, and he's looking strong, he's looking fit, and to have rounds for him for this fight, I think it's amazing for both of us. We're both preparing in the best way possible, and we both always say we should be getting paid like 50 grand for this. So listen, sparring week in, week out of each other, it's only going to bring us on. So great addition to the team, and he's a good lad. So.
For sure as well. And I've just realised this when I was writing an article like promoting Mark kind of joining the team. I mean, I don't think there's a weight that Tony... I think middleweight is the weight. Like, Tony's trained so many middleweights. It must be nice that, obviously, like, we've spoken about the importance of Tony in your career, but when Tony has had so much success with middles and super middles, it's great that you're at that weight division.
Yeah, I think Tony obviously has a style that he likes in particular, and the middleweight's a great division. It always has been. There's been some amazing fights at middleweight over the years, and I think the style that me, Mark, and Jimmy all kind of have. Tony likes that style, and he feels like he can develop us, which is why he's obviously took us on. I'm very grateful, to have Tony in my team, a very experienced coach, very experienced in the boxing game in general. So to have him. It's amazing, and I feel like I'm only progressing week on week, and fight on fight you're going to see a better George Liddard every time.
For sure as well. One of the final ones for me, mate. You've been sparring Joel Bartell, but you've also been sparring his opponent Jordan Reynolds. I mean, what a fight that is for July the 6th. I'm gutted that obviously I'll be at Jimmy and Maisie's fight, but it's a great middleweight fight, great domestic dust up between those two.
Yeah, I'm gutted I'm away for that one as well. I think it's a great fight. A lot of people, to be honest, are writing Bartell off. I don't think you can write him off in this. I think it's a great fight. I think Jordan Reynolds has got the experience, been in boxing a lot more time than Joel, but Joel's a good boxer and he's got heart too. So I'm really excited to see how this fight goes. I've sparred both. They've both got their own attributes that I think they're going to bring to the fight, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top. But listen, they're both good guys. I get on well with both of them, so I've not got a bad word to say about either of them. But all the best to both of you, lad. May the best man win.
Definitely a great fight. George, final one. I'm going to give you the mic. Any final words heading into Saturday night, mate?
If you're not there, make sure you tune in on the stomping ground. You're going to see a boxing masterclass Saturday night. Listen, I hope S.A. Smith is ready for what's coming. I'm always ready. I'm ready. Anytime, any place, anywhere. I'll fight you in your own back garden, as Tyson Fury would probably say. Twice on a Sunday. But yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. I think it's going to be a big year. Obviously, got to pass this test first, but listen, we're on to some big things, and 2025 is going to be a big year. So, signing out from George Liddard Promotions.
Smashed it. Cheers, George. Thank you very much. Cheers.